this time, we will recognize our valedictorian, Justin Karras. I'll ask him to come forward. I will let you know that Mr. Karras will be attending MIT in the fall.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and guests. It was a crazy year. The Yankees pulled it out again to win their third straight World Series championship. The Patriots beat the Rams in a close contest to bring the Vince Lombardi Trophy back to Boston. The first crew members finally reached the International Space Station, and gasoline prices topped out at a whopping $1.50. Almost a third of Americans own cell phones, and something called an iPod was going to come out in the fall. A 13-year-old Tim Tebow was passing and running around Florida, and LeBron James and Dwayne Wade were still dreaming of one day making it to the big show. At GRC, the senior trip was quite successful as students journeyed to New York City and even got to go to the top of the World Trade Center. That May, the class of 2001 got ready to leave high school and enter the real world. At the same time, a new group of young men and women just entered first grade, on course to graduate in 12 years as the class of 2013. The class sitting before you today. Quite obviously, much has changed in the past 12 years. Life is very different. In 12 years, people grow up, they learn about themselves and about others, and they mature. Well, some of us. In 12 years, friendships develop, choices are made, and life rushes by. For 12 years, we have lived in a changing world. Whether these changes be for better or for worse has yet to be decided. But there's not much we can do about the past right now. We live in the present, a time that cannot change the past, but can only shape the future. This fall, as GRC moves down the road to a new home, a new group of students will be entering the first grade. In much the same way that the class of 2013 is leaving GRC for a life that has been dramatically shaped by the past 12 years. Those new students, the class of 2025, will be shaped by the next 12 years. How exactly the future will be different for these students remains undecided. After the class of 2013 graduates today, some of us will go off to college, others to work. We will find a new place for ourselves in the world. On the field today sits doctors and teachers, athletes and office workers, soldiers and scientists, musicians and artists, and all have the opportunity, the power to change the world. When the class of 2025, next year's first graders, convene for graduation in 12 years, what will they say? How will life be different? How will we, the class of 2013, have changed their world? Fellow seniors, let's challenge ourselves to take this opportunity and use our power to be the change we want to see for ourselves, for our families, and for future generations. Thank you, students, for all the wonderful years that we've shared. Thank you, parents, for standing by us through all of these changes. Thank you, teachers and staff, for helping shape our lives for the better. And thank you, God, for the hope of what is to come. Thank you.